The vampires are scary creatures, famous for feeding off the blood of their victims. The creature can be depicted in different ways. In some, the vampire is seen as bestial or as an undead being, but the creature can also be represented as fascinating and seductive. The figure of this monster is found in deeply ancient cultures, being part of several Aztec, African, and Asian myths. The Greek mythology has the Impusus, demonic spectra, and daughters of Hecate. These demons were very seductive and attracted beautiful men to their beds, and then they fed off of their blood. But medieval Europe was the era when vampires became popular. In the Balkan region, there were rumors that these creatures terrorized the region, causing panic. These reports spread throughout Europe, reaching England and the Iberian Peninsula. The panic settled in Hungary, particularly in the region of Transylvania, a territory nowadays part of Romania. The vampires were identified as the undead who left their graves during the night to feed on the blood of humans or animals. Many started to exhume corpses suspected of being vampires. They had their hearts pierced by stakes and were beheaded. However, after these panic outbreaks, many still feared the existence of vampires. The vampires are beings with many powers. Among them is the power of metamorphosis. The creature can change its shape, bat-shaped being one of its trademarks. The vampires also have hypnotic powers, which make them more capable of seducing their victims, in addition to being described as having an inhuman strength. But the vampires also have their weaknesses. According to different beliefs, vampires are repelled by garlic, holy water, and crucifixes, but nothing repels more a vampire than sunlight. Therefore, due to the absence of light, caskets are the ideal places for vampires to hide during the day. At the end of the 19th century, the vampire was immortalized in Bram Stoker's Dracula. The author was inspired by the stories involving the cruel Romanian prince known as Vlad the Impaler, thus creating his iconic character Count Dracula. The fascination for the creature grew steadily in the following years. Several movies began to make use of the figure of vampires, among them Nosferatu in 1922, Dracula in 1931, and several others. More recently, we can mention movies like Interview with a Vampire and the movie series Twilight. Whether as dreadful monsters or young, beautiful, and sensual creatures, the vampires continue to instill fear and fascination.